La quinta fase comunicacional del proyecto institucional Atreverse a Pensar tuvo como invitada a Tracey Bretag, docente de ética, comunicación y desarrollo profesional, quien habló de la importancia de construir relaciones de confianza como camino hacia la integridad, aquí en exclusiva para el canal de estudiantes.
The first and most important way to build trustworthy relationships is for both staff and students to take learning seriously, to understand what a university is for, which is all about learning, contributing to the individual's transformation and thereby contributing to society at large. So to do that, students, if they take their learning seriously, they'll attend class, they'll prepare for class, they'll complete their work honestly, they will ask questions when they need it, they will go to see their professors when they need help, they'll seek out other support if they're not sure of what they need to do, and they will show that they care about their learning. And similarly, for students to trust teachers, teachers need to take the whole learning process seriously. They need to prepare for classes. They need to create assignments which are engaging, which invite critical thinking rather than just regurgitation. Teachers need to be available to their students, and I know teachers have a lot of competing interests, including research and other community responsibilities. But even so, teaching is our first and primary responsibility. So teachers need to be available to students to help them through the learning process. When both teachers and students take learning seriously, I think they learn to trust each other. I think when teachers and students trust each other, I think that lays the foundation for academic integrity, because in fact trust is one of the 5 fundamental values of academic integrity, which is honesty, trust, respect, fairness and responsibility. And those values are enabled and put into action via courage. So trust is one of the foundational things of academic integrity. If a student doesn't trust a teacher to provide meaningful, engaging assignments, why would the student put any effort into doing the assignment? Why would the student bother to really put the effort into doing the research and thinking through critically the answers? They may as well just copy from somebody else or download the answers from the internet. Similarly, if the teacher doesn't trust the student, the teacher has the potential to start thinking every student is a cheater and starting to be more like a police officer rather than an educator. So trust is a two-way thing, a reciprocal, mutual element that's fundamental to academic integrity. Well, as I mentioned, the fundamental values of academic integrity are honesty, trust, fairness, respect and responsibility. And those values are put into action through courage. So I guess we could say those 5 values and that attribute of courage are the things that students need to develop, but not just students, teachers too. I mean, those values are the things that underpin the educational enterprise. So it seems like a simple thing to say that. Honesty, to always be honest with one another, for our actions to be transparent, for us to be open and accountable for what we do, for our learning, for our teaching, to trust one another, as I've mentioned, to take responsibility for what we do. Courage is pretty important too. I was talking about it recently in Mexico, and if you don't have courage, then you're not going to stand up when you see that something is wrong, or perhaps stand up and do the right thing for yourself, because it's easier to take the path that requires less effort. So courage is pretty important as well. So those 5 fundamental values of academic integrity are the things that we hope all students will learn by the time they graduate. And we hope that our staff, our teaching staff, will be role models of those values so that we all share those values as a community of learning.